Virtuous Devotional Thoughts for Women, written by Monica Diaz, read by Belinda Sainsbury. Good morning, dear friends. Today, October 18th, our devotional is entitled Code Decipherers. Spiritual things are to be spiritually discerned, and the Bible is a spiritual book. Brian D. Jones. The Navajo, the most numerous North American native tribe, suffered tremendously at the hands of the United States Armed Forces in the 19th century. In the end, they were suppressed, and part of their suppression included the government's attempt to eradicate their language. But through one of those mysterious circumstances of life, a century later, in times of bitter war conflict, it was actually the Navajo language which the Americans had tried to eradicate from the face of their land that contributed toward North America's victory both in the First and Second World Wars. How? Thanks to code talkers. The main mission of Navajo code talkers who served in the United States Marine Corps was to convey encoded messages both by radio and telephone, which the enemy would be unable to decipher. Those messages were vital in the chain of command and the military strategy to win the war. After having used other codes that had been easily deciphered by the enemy time and again, they finally came up with the strategic advantage of being able to build their code based on a language that was completely unknown at an international level. It was impossible to decipher the Navajo code if one was unfamiliar with that minority language. And this gave the United States Armed Forces a great advantage. The world in which we live in, secularized as it is, feels alienated by the Bible's clear and simple language. It is not understood because spiritual things are discerned when one is spiritual. As Christian women, we have a distinctly spiritual nature. The things of God, of the soul, of religion, and of the Bible fills us. And that is a great blessing we have in our lives. But far from keeping it to ourselves, as if non-Christians were the enemy, we have a peculiar task ahead: to know how to convey with simple words, and better yet, without words, the very essence of the gospel. Let's say that in a sense we are modern code decipherers of religion, which God has conveyed to us in a minority ancient language. It's not about knowing theology or understanding Hebrew or Greek. It's about being humble learners of the Word to be able to convey that knowledge to those around us. At that time, Jesus said, "Father, Lord of heaven and earth, I thank you because you have shown to the unlearned what you have hidden from the wise and learned. Yes, Father, this was how you were pleased to have it happen." Matthew chapter 11, verses 25 and 26.